Hi, I'm Adrienne Gunn, and I am here with
Selena Maestas Moffitt.
Ooh, great name. We are just having a moment here chatting with each other about businessing. We are businessing a little bit. I'm glad you're here. So I heard that you have something you're excited about.
I do. It's a pet project of mine that's been coming for a really long time, and I finally decided to just go ahead and do it. It's called the Love You More Project.
Love you more.
I love you more. Right.
So tell me a little about it. What the heck is the Love You More project?
So it's a project that kind of came out of my work as a holistic nutrition coach. And I would always attract these clients that were exhausted and overwhelmed, and we'd work together and I'd help them get their energy back and get their sanity back. But we'd reach this point where about 50% of them were just like, I can't do this anymore. I feel guilty spending the money. I have too many obligations. It's too hard. They just didn't find themselves to be a priority. And then I had the other half that would do some mindset work with me and would thrive. And so I got a lot of that in my practice and with friends and even colleagues. And I just knew that I had to do something about that. I had to give women permission to make themselves a priority, because we are killing ourselves, slowly, literally, physically becoming ill because we're not taking care of ourselves because of all the world we live in, all the expectations put on us and we put on ourselves, and just because we put ourselves at the bottom of the list.
Yeah.
Don't we?
List bottoms.
Right.
You want to do different things with your bottom than put yourself at the bottom
exactly.
of the list.
Right.
Yeah, right.
Exactly.
Well, so what are the results that people are getting with this stuff? It sounds, I don't know. I would love to love myself more.
Yeah.
Would you love to love yourself more? Loving ourselves, I don't know. That could go
many ways.
Many different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what are some of the fun things that you're finding that people get
Well,
from the
I
process?
think people are really excited about the whole concept, and I'm going to be doing workshops so we can bring women together, because I think it's important that women feel supported and they don't feel judged for making these decisions about doing something for themselves. For heaven forbid we do something for ourselves, right? So the results so far that the clients, that the other 50% that stay with me when we do some mindset shifts, is that they start to realize, you know what? It's okay for me to do something for myself. It's okay to take care of myself, because then all these people that have all these expectations, that have expectations of me, are now getting me at my best self.
Sure.
And so it's a trickle-down effect. So even though you feel guilty about it, really you're doing yourself and everybody else a favor. And so they're thriving and they're getting their energy back. They're out of adrenal fatigue. I mean, all these wonderful things, and they're not physically ill anymore, which takes a lot.
Yeah. I actually, last year at this time, was fatigued, adrenal fatigue, and all sorts of other things. And the stuff that worked were really simple shifts, like walking.
Right.
Remembering to exhale.
Right.
Breathing. Seriously,
Exactly.
breathing. We don't, I do so much for other people, I forget to even breathe.
Exactly.
I know that's you. That happens to you too. I'm not alone there, right?
Right.
Well, so what are some of the things that, okay, what do you do that's for yourself that's fun? Am I allowed to ask that?
Of course you can ask that. I actually do a lot of writing, and I had stopped journaling on a daily basis because I'd get up in the morning and I have X, Y, and Z I got to get done. So now I take every morning 15 minutes just to write whatever I feel. I have no problem now sleeping in or going to bed early.
Ah, yeah.
Which, some days I'm like, I shouldn't be. No, you need to. And I have no problem now going away for the weekend and doing something for me and not working on the weekends. And as an entrepreneur, that's huge to actually give yourself the weekend off. So it's been really great. My kids notice a big difference.
Hang on.
Yeah, because about 2 years ago, there was 7 months where I was in bed. And the kids were like, are you going to be okay, mommy? So I've come a long way. And the only thing that really, truly worked, yes, I did nutritional tweaks and all of that stuff. But the only thing that really got me to where I am now is putting myself as a priority and resting and just believing that it was okay to do that. So loving myself in a whole different way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's funny, because in the morning, I started reminding myself that meditation is a useful thing.
Oh, I can't do that.
Well, yeah, and it's
I have a really hard time with that.
some days it's 2 minutes,
Right.
some days it's 11. I rarely more than 15-minute meditator, and it's the prioritizing, do I click through photos on Instagram instantly when I wake up in the morning?
Right, in bed.
Or do I collect myself and visualize what kinds of the day I would like to have? I mean, it actually really, although kitty photos are delicious and delightful. And also, I love to see what my friends were eating the night before. That's not necessarily
Instagram.
important or rewarding as potentially writing in a journal.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I have friends that do those morning pages. Have you tried those?
Yes, I used to do that. And it's, I guess, essentially the same thing. I don't write very many pages, but I guess writing is my meditation for the morning.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Right on.
I do love that. It's really fun.
Right on. She said that.
You're good.
So what are the things, like you're hanging out in Moxie Network, what are the things that you actually really love about coming to these Moxie setups?
Oh my gosh, the women, I just like being around other women that get it. I mean, they get you, they're not stuffy. Because I've been to a couple different ones.
Yeah.
And Moxie was my favorite. I felt like I was at a party rather than, hi, my name is, here's my title.
Yes.
Then what do we talk about? But Moxie's been great. And the response to the Love You More project has been phenomenal, which totally validated what I'm trying to do. So it's been really, really great. I feel like now I have something that I can stand out instead of just being a health coach. I don't really even talk about that a whole lot, but talking about this project has been so fun. And I'm so excited to do workshops and to get women together to explore this whole new idea.
Yeah. So suppose we are giving permission to all of you to show up fully for yourself so you can show up fully for others. You have permission to talk about what you're excited about in Moxie rather than wandering around as a title. I am this, I am only this.
Right.
And
From your heart.
Yeah. I love that. I think Dill says frequently, like, who are you going to be today? You could just be anybody you want today. Who do we get to know today? So I think earlier, we get to chat before we record these. Earlier you were saying you had a new title that you wanted to be. Do you remember any of those?
Yes, I do. Well, I'm trying to decide. Defender of self-love is kind of something that, I wear a cape with a heart on it or something, I want to be like the warrior of women something. I'm still trying to figure these out.
Does it have to have another W? Warrior of women's worthiness, maybe?
Well, because self-worth is a big one too. I can't decide. Or just the creator of the Love You More project. That would work too, but I like defender or warrior.
What color is the cape?
The cape is probably purple, and then the heart is like a teal.
Oh.
Pretty. I should make one.
Wow, do those go together?
Yes.
They do. They do today.
That's right.
That's awesome.
They're healing colors, I've been told.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, can I ask you a bit more about the process from getting to, like, you're in bed for 7 months to getting out in the world again?
Right. Yes. Yeah, that was awful 7 months. I was a triathlete. Oh. So for them to tell me you can't do anything, no exercise for 7 months, you might as well have cut my legs off and buried me at that moment. Like, how, panic. What? No exercise. It was really rough. So slowly through that time, I was working with my own nutritionist, so I hired my own nutritionist so she could give me permission to be okay with laying around and doing nothing.
Right.
Tweaking my nutrition, supplements. I had to do some hormone treatments. But then I started doing a little bit of yoga, which was great to start breathing and bringing my physiology down. And a lot of it was working with different people that had different ideas of what healing was.
Totally.
And then just working through my own emotional crap that I have a lot of, and I just never really dealt with it. And I finally started dealing with some of it.
Yeah.
And that was like the first step. And I did a lot of reading, a lot of learning about myself, and a lot of it really shifted. My mother passed away in October, and I had to take care of her last year. So that was a whole nother level of stuff.
Wow. Yeah.
And when she passed away, I was like, that's it. It's time for me now. And that was it. I felt super strong and very, very, I just had direction, and I knew that I was worth what I wanted out of life, and that I needed to make millions of women feel the same way.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So I imagine, like me, you are thinking, man, I love what Selena has to say. How do I find out more about it? How do we find out more about what you have to offer?
Well, you can go to my website. It's loveyoumoreproject.com. And if you go there, you will have the downloadable How to Write Your Manifesto, Love the Words You Live By. Really fun. And if you're at the next Moxie event here in Portland, come say hi to me, because I love to talk and I love people, and I would like to help you love you more.
Ooh,